Alright, as promised in the last class, we'll just continue from here. We are still running the substitution method. This is the method 2. We'll go with the steps right away. Step 1 is choose any letter in equation 1 or 2 and make it the subject of the formula. Step 2 is replace it with its new expression in the other equation. That means you can replace it with what it has become when you make it the subject of the formula in the equation you didn't pick it from. And then step 3 is to solve the resulting equation. So let's see what this means all together. We're going to take about the same questions we just solved with the method 1, and we're going to solve them using this other method of substitution method. Okay, the first question is this. Just like I've said, you have 4 options right away. You may decide to begin with this W. That means to make W the subject of the formula. Your second option is to make this U the subject of the formula. Your third option is to make this W the subject of the formula. Your fourth option is to make this U the subject of the formula. Any of these you begin with will still lead you to a correct end. So in this case, if you make this W the subject of the formula, whatever you get, you have to substitute it into this. But if you made this U the subject of the formula, whatever you get, you have to substitute it into this U. If you make this W the subject of the formula, whatever you get, you have to substitute it into this W. And if you make this U the subject of the formula, whatever you get, you substitute it into this U. Okay, so this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now we're going to choose the W in equation 1. Now if we choose the W in equation 1, like I said, that means we're going to be substituting it into the W in equation 2. So we're choosing this, we're making it the subject of the formula. It becomes this W equal to 19 plus 5U. So this is step 1. As you can see, choose any letter in equation 1 or 2 and make it the subject of the formula. Then the next thing we're going to do is to substitute it into equation 2, and that's exactly what you'll get. By the time we substitute it into this equation, what we'll have is W is no longer W. W is now 19 plus 5U. So substitute 19 plus 5U into equation 2. That means where this W used to be, replace it with 19 plus 5U, and that's what it will become. You have this. So you can see equation 2 was W plus 2U, but it's no longer W plus 2U. Is now 19 plus 5U plus 2U, because W now has a new expression for it, which is 19 plus 5U. So we're going to now solve this, solve the resulting equation, and that will give us 19 plus 5U plus 2U equal to 5, and that will be 19 plus 7U equal to 5. Now 7U equal to 5 minus 19. So now we have 7U equal to 5 minus 19, and that becomes 7U equal to minus 14. U will be minus 14 over 7, and that makes U minus 2. Now we're going to get W by using either equation 1, 2, or use this equation for W. And we will use this. It's going to be smarter to use that because it's an already made expression for W. So in place of U here, we're going to put -2, and that will bring us to 19 plus 5 bracket -2, and that will be 19 minus 10. So W is 9. So we have U is -2, W is 9. Let's take example 2. Example 2 is just going to go the same way. This is equation 1 and 2. Let's choose to use the m in equation 1. Like, I don't want it to look so simple. I would have chosen this n because making that n the subject of the formula would be the easiest option amongst all 4 options. But just for your sake, because you may have questions that there is no way you can escape having a fraction. So if you have such question, what would you do if I don't show you an example like that? So I've decided to use this m, even though it's pretty harder than using n. So now using this m, you can see what we're going to get. M is going to be 30 minus n over 3 when you make it the subject of the formula. So now we're going to substitute it into equation 2. So that means in place of this m, we're going to now put in 30 minus n over 3. So if we do that, see what it becomes. Recall that it used to be 4m minus 5n, but now it is no longer m there. It's now the new expression for m that is there. So you solve this by clearing the fraction. If you want to clear a fractional equation, fractions, you make sure you find the denominators and find their LCM. So the LCM of 3, 1, and 1 is going to be 3. So you're going to use that to multiply through. All it takes is just to say times 3, and you go times 3, and you also go times 3. So if you do that, you're going to have 3 cancel 3 here. That will clear that fraction. Then 5 times 3, that will be the 15 you'll see right here. And then 2 times 3, that will be the 6 that you'll find right here. So if you expand this bracket, you're going to get 4 times 30 is 120. 4 times n is 4n. Then minus 15n equal to 6. And you're going to collect like terms and come up with this value, n equal to 6. So now m is equal to 30 minus n over 3. We're going to substitute 6 for n. You can recall that we decided that this would be the smarter way of going about getting the next letter, since it's an already made expression for it. So we'll just put n as 6, and then we have 30 minus 6 over 3, and so m is going to be 8. So what you have is m equal to 8 and n equal to 6. This is your assignment, the same assignment I gave you before, but this time I want you to use method 2, substitution method, to get it done.